Well guys, this is a live recorded game. This is our first match of the day. So a little bit of a warm up here, but yeah, we got our opponent and we were playing on Enlightened Horizon, which has a pretty much kind of fleshed out Dark Age meta. But we're gonna go ahead and try to skip it and see what we can do here. Our opponent is Roos. So it's a good map for him because he'll want to go hunting, cabin, and scouts and stuff like that. So he'll be able to capture his sites pretty quick. But he's also gonna have a really small wood line and a really small gold. So that's one thing with Roos. Usually they get that that big wood line and they can kind of extrapolate off of that. But we should be able to kind of apply some pressure here. So we'll see what happens here. Kind of depends on what he decides to open up with. Lag is pretty brutal. Oh, did he? Oh my god, our opponent disconnected, so we're just gonna get a free win, which sucks. Well, Eyesore. This would have been a really good game too. He's a really good player. He would have beat us probably. Oh well. It was really unfortunate for him for a game crash. I'm assuming it's a game crash. I am curious, really quick though. I do want to check sheep spawns. Throw him in the middle. 3 sheep. Kind of towards the middle. Good amount of sheep. Back of the base, there's 1 sheep. So now we know that this map can spawn like singular sheep. Big group on my back, kind of by my woods here. Let's check the mirror over here for him. Up on the back. Up towards the sacred site. 1 sheep. 2 sheep. And a couple in the middle here. Nothing really up top. Yeah, there's nothing up here. So an ideal route would have been like going through mid, trying to contest these. We'd probably only be able to get 1 because these are on his side. And then we'd probably shoot up the gut here and try to split these sheep and then double back on our side. We wouldn't really get anything till we get here, so. Okay, well, it's a fairly distributed, fairly like evenly split in terms of sheep. I guess the only place that you're not getting sheep is this top corner. So it's good to know. Like he's got these 2 sheep here, but they're not. I don't know if you consider them top corner or if like kind of by the market now. Yeah, because I got these guys by the sacred sites, and nothing up here. Yeah, it's just, there's nothing up here. So these corners are kind of to stay away from, is what it looks like when you're scouting. There's not going to be any sheep up there, so. Well, that kind of sucks. I gave us Conqueror 3, but it's just like a really lame way to get it, so. Go ahead and queue up again here and pause it until we find a game. Alrighty, so this time we have another opponent, and we'll be on Dry Arabia. Pretty classic, pretty standard map. We just gotta kind of hope for a decent trade spawn. French here. French is kind of a tough matchup for us. We're gonna try and disrupt Kashix and kind of tempo win off of that. I'm just watching the mini-map right now, so we don't miss anything here. I'm playing Ranked Anxiety, number 9601. We'll just check his back corner here before we double back. Sometimes there's sheep in the back. There you go. Sheep are starting to spawn in ones too now. I didn't think they spawned in ones on Dry Arabia, but I guess the new balancing has them spawning in ones, which is okay. And then we got 4 villagers in queue at 7-2, so we can stop basically producing villagers for like a minute and a half here. We want a speed boost here. We're just trying to get as much of the map seen before we cut to the corner here. This is gonna be a Keshik opener, so we'll go 9-2. Negative opener's not bad against this. I just want the early tempo to shut down his first knight. His gold is kind of exposed, so if I can shut down his first knight, I might be able to shut down like additional additional knights, or even just one more knight production. That would be kind of big. I don't think there's sheep back here. There might be, but I don't think there is. Go like this, and then we'll go over here like that. You just need a villager to drop off 6 food real quick. And then we've got 3 on wood, which is enough. Now we gotta send the villager on the gold. Ubu's pretty close, so probably right around 130. We'll go build the Ubu. Oh, it's this way. Let's go over here with this guy. So not a great sheep haul, huh? We got we only got like 5 or 6, I wanna say. So yeah, we're behind the sheep. He's gonna have a massive amount of sheep probably. So a little bit unlucky there. Another sheep back here, which is nice. I would assume all of this is scouted, but I'll scout around his base real quick. Make sure there's no shenanigans like Chamber of Commerce or something that we weren't expecting, and then he starts trading or something. See, you know, gets away with some extra trade or something. That wouldn't be ideal. We build it forward, so it's definitely gonna be
Ажил хүлээж байна уу?
Амига одохгүй бой. Хоёрт төрөхгүйдаа.
Агинч энд байна уу? Жарлаг буулгах гэж байна уу? Би энд байна уу? Би үнийг бариад өгсөө.
Хайдуга яахыг хүснэ бой.
This is night.
Би тавьсан. За тэгсэн.
Go more on the wood here.
Яасан бой.
We'll drop this off and then we'll scout this.
Хоёрч турахгүй хадгалдаанд бэлд. Хоёрч турахгүй өдөрмөж. Хоёрч турахгүй яа тэгшүү. Ондон оруулгаа. Хоёрч турахгүй да. Жиргэл.
Юу хийхгүй юу? Ажилд билээ. Түүнийг барьсуу.
Хоёрч турахгүй. Хайдуга яах юм.
Юу хийх вэ? Би жаргалыг ясаар бод.
Мана жаргал баатта. Эд хөдөх гэж жаргалгэрэл яа тэгшүү. Ондон оруулгаа. Тугаар бич бай бол хаа. Хамдэр. Юм яасан бой сонсон зүгтэн өдөрсөө. Хамига би давхсуу.
Манай жарлаг
Тугаар яг хэмгүй. Хөдөл. Юм хөдөл. Оо гайшхан. Жаа тэгсүү. Жаргалыг дагаж байна. Өчр хөдөл. Бааса бид хөдөлж гэж байна юм. Ажилд бэлэн. Би хэд байсан? Мана жарлыг болгодог. Оо гайшхан. Жарлыгаар болсон.
Бүлэгтэн бэлэн. Давталган уус.
Жарлыг ирэлүгэ. Ханхаа. Ажилд бэлэн. Түүнийг байсан. Хоёр сурахгүй да.
Хоёр сурахгүй да. Бэл. Бууган шана. Жаариксу. Анда рутва. Баста бид хөтлөж байна.
Хайдугэ.
Ясаар болгосон. Жаариксу. Хоёр сурахгүй бэлэн.
I'm fine with my con taking damage here. Yeah, that's a really big mess up at him. Let's just get him off of here. Yeah, he's losing villagers to the Mangadai here, which is big.
Жарлаг ирлэг ядах юмгүй хөдөг амар байна уу? Би жарлаг ирлэг цугаар санагдах. Буу гайшхан. Хоёр өдөр хөдөг. Манай жарлаг буудалгаа. Хөдөг. Бахтая.
We can do short trade for now. Yeah, he's going for that. Gold. I'm gonna go rotate onto it right now.
Жарлаг ирлүгэ. Буу гайшхан.
Мана жарлаг амд мана хөдөл. Жарлыгийг даг.
Хоёр өдөр хуудаа. Буу гайшхан. Жарлаг. Анда харуулгаа. Би
Алхах цаг боллуга.
Юм жарилгийг
Хоёр жарилэг армалсан.
юм болох ядах юм.
Угаар ядах юмгүй.
Манай жарил сус багтуу. Хөдөр. Хоёр
Хоёр бэдэн. Ядах юмгүй. Хөдөр. Оо айшхан. Жарилгийг дан ясаар болгосон. Хоёр турсгуудаа жиргэл.
цугаар бэлт.
Юм болох юм уу те? Хөдөр. Оо дари. Жарилэг ирээд үгүй. Ядах юмгүй. Хөдөр. Аатта эд хөдөх гэж байна. Хөдөр. Ядах юмгүй. Хөдөр. Амар байна уу?
Юу хийхгүй?
Юм болох юм уу те?
This is a good fight here.
Хоёр төр хөшөр хатах. Хоёр төр жарилэг ясаар болсон. Хоёр турсгуудаа жиргэл хөд. Сайхан ажигөө.
Okay, we just gotta keep track of this guy. We just have to be careful about that. This?
Жарилгийг дат.
Жарилэг ясаар болсон. Оо байсан.
Ажилт билээ.
Жарилэг ирээд үгүй. Анхаар яах гэсэн. Ардам аруулгаа. Ясаар болгосон. Оо айшхан.
Хоёр өдөр хөвөөдөө зэрэг баатаа бид хөдлөх гэж байна уу? Би үүдэн
Анхаар нь
хэрэг хоёр өдөр хөвөөдөө
анард багсоо.
жарилэг ясаар болсон. Хоёр өдөр баатаа
Эдгүү урхагуудаа холиндоо. Асуу.
хоёр өдөр ясаар болсон. Чимээ хоёр жарилэгсүү. Андаа рутуга. Танд юу хэрэгтэй бэ? Би үүнийг бариад өгсөө. Би энд байна. Оонаа. Цугаар оногдох хүн жарилгаар болсон. Жарилэг ирдүгэ.
Lost track of that mini map. That's a bad habit of mine for sure. You sure to get a little villager snipe here though. Okay, we just back out.
Сайхан ажгаа. Хөдлөхгүй яа би.
Drop this off. I'm gonna build more production here. What we need now is shit, I could almost just go castle behind this.
Юу хийхгүй? Ажил танд юу хэрэгтэй бэ?
But I'd like to keep massing it. We've got an advantage, I'd like to press it, right? Shoot, but we're massing a lot. We probably should.
Юм болох нь үү дээ. Цугаа жарилгаар болсон. Боо гайшхан. Жарилэг ирлүгэ. Анхаар. Хоёр өдөр жарилгийг дагаж байна уу?
Анард хоо. Юу их барт.
Хоёр өдөр хөвөөд бэдэн.
Анхаар хоо. Амар байна уу? Таны жарилгийг хүлээн агслуу.
Манай жарилэг
Actually now, because we're so close. Now I think I actually do go castle. I'm behind the castle. We can edge up because we're really heavy on food right now here too. So
Сайхан болчихоо.
жарилэг бол даруй.
yeah, we'll edge up here. And we'll drop one more production building. That was almost bad.
Таны жарилгийг сац морд сугаа.
Цугаар сонирхох хүн ядах юмгүй хөдөл.
We just want a buffer here. And we'll train
Амар байна уу?
horsemen here.
Цугаар гэлт.
Good read by our opponent, sensing that we're aging up here.
Сугаар сонирхол туу.
Юм болохын үдэ. Манай жирлэг боолголуга.
This is army there. He's gonna take you guys, and we'll go around back here with those.
Төшөөт бүгд сонс. Ирчүүдээ хөтөж. Ирчүүдээ. Би
Хэлчих чадахгүй.
The castle up here should be coming in soon.
Бүгд сонс. Угаар анхааралтай байна уу?
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэг тушаад болгох цаг болов. Би түүнийг хоёртой баатар бүгд мэдэн. Бодох би мандайдан явсан.
Okay, well, he wasn't happy about the game, to say the least. And we slow aged up too with 8. I mean, we just kind of read it right. I feel like, you know, we took good fights. I think he sniped a couple of our villagers, but we took a couple of his villagers too. I mean, and him to say that, like, nice save when he's playing French. Like, French is a really strong save. We had a little bit of messed up eco here. So our eco was kind of struggling to match his. I mean, he's got faster villager production. You can kind of see from this straight line kind of growing. So we were able to equalize with us a couple times, but we lost a couple of villagers here and there. He had some decent raids on us here. Just not paying attention to the mini maps. That's just like warm-up stuff. Like, that'll happen on the first match of the day. But like, because we were able to kind of get a couple kills, get them off of gold, like take our first knights onto gold instead of onto here. I like that, having this tower here to defend that first knight while we go hit gold. We were able to kill 2 villagers early, even though he had walls here, like pseudo walls. And then that's kind of crazy. Yeah, if he had walls, that's even better. Like, he would have had a lot more time to react. But basically, oh, did you get all this deer back? No, there's 1 deer left here. But he got the rest of the other ones. So he was chilling on a lot of deer. There's 1 deer there. He was not looking to go up at all. But I mean, we're on curl tie, so yeah, this is a really bad fight for him. He had to push us, and then like he saw the curl tie, like he needed to back up. Like, if he had any chance at all, he needed to back up there. But if we look at economy count, even though we're behind like in villagers, we had a couple of traders, which is just giving us just enough of a boost, and we just maximized our trade to this further one too. So now we're getting 66, and we got 5 of them. So, and we're really heavy on gold, and we're 8 on gold, and that was just because we were kind of lost some villagers here, and we didn't get our eco upgrades. That's why I kind of felt weird that I had 14 on wood, and I was like, and the only reason I got to 14 on wood is because I had this pressure where I could kind of go onto 14 on wood behind it. But it felt weird that I was that I wasn't floating more wood than I was, and it's because I didn't get my upgrades. So that's kind of a big mistake. Wood and wheelbarrow were pretty big upgrades that I missed out on here. And I don't think the horticulture is super important until you get more pasture set up. So now that I got 5 set up, it's pretty good. I really need to drop a prayer tent here now, because buffing even these 3, any additional ones around here would be much more worth than doing it. And I gotta pick up relics anyway, so yeah, we would get some upgrades. We would need to get our blacksmith upgrades here. Our +2 defense is probably the next one I would get for sure, because I'm going to start looking to dive and push him off of his gold again, which is almost out. Yeah, so he's almost out of gold. And then this extra scout in the build doesn't do much. Like, he really doesn't do much. But just like this vision, like having my main army here and then being able to see like this guy here, like if this was a horseman set, maybe I missed this rotation, you know. So just And even I honestly could have just left it here, but having him forward here a little bit was kind of nice because it gave me, I could see it from here instead of if I was here, I would see it when he was basically here. It's just, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever, but every little bit of time when you're rotating around the player's base kind of matters. So, and yeah, he took really bad fights early on. If you look at the military count, he lost, I lost one Keshik relatively early, and he lost one knight, 2 knights, 3 knights. And I lost 2 Keshiks for his 3 knights, which is a really, really bad trade for him. And his other couple of knights that were survived they were on 1 HP. So, yeah, that was a really bad thing for him. And yeah, besides, yeah, I mean he left, so it's over. But I mean behind here, we aggro gold, aggro wood, um, trade boom, prayer tent, and relics, and ecotex, and we're chilling. Nothing else to do there besides just react. So, all right, well that was the warm-up match of the day. A little bit of a long video. It's 26 minutes, so kind of just have to cut it short there. And thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one.